Yep, it is about that time because it's Tuesday night and it's time for Tuesday night live streams on the Emceemur show. And what better to take a look at once more than the Commodore 64 Mini? The European variety, that is. This was imported and this has games on it that I definitely want done. Does not mean we won't look at the American version eventually and see what variants, there are in the game list there. That's going to happen. But for right now, we're so not done with this thing. There's so many games on this we haven't taken a look at. We're going to take a look at some of those today. We're joined by Lucky Collector. Welcome, LC. You were the first in the room. Actually, Canadian Retro was, but it's been a while. We've been talking back and forth. Some great stuff going on in this unit. They're fairly affordable now, more so than they were before, and they're easier to come across. So, just really good stuff going on this plug and play. This is some cool stuff here. John Rogers has joined us. Welcome, JR. We're going to get started a few minutes early. We got to get some action going. Captain Retro has joined us. I want to take a look at Avenger. That's right. This is neat. Avenge your stepfather and take back the scrolls of Ketsuin from the wicked Yaemon. Well, let's do it. This is kind of a cool game. It's almost kind of Gauntlet-ish, and it's almost kind of it almost reminds me of Times of Lore a little bit, except you're a ninja. And we're joined by Snestalgia. Welcome, Snes. Great to have you here on Tuesday night live streams. Nick says hello, Mur. Welcome, Nick. Great to have you here on Tuesday night live streams. Getting some action going. Lots of stuff about to come your way. Retro C64 hype. That's right. I grew up with a C64. But some of these games I did not grow up with. This is one of those I'd never played. Of course, a lot of these, again, this is the European one, so some of this stuff wasn't released in the States. Some of it was. Excellent work, Captain Retro. No, we got that all out of our system, I think, LC. So we're looking for a key is what we're looking for, because we can't get into these little dungeons without a key. But there's different rooms, and I think that's really cool. My aunt had 2 Commodore 64s, right? Because one's not enough. Technically, I've owned a handful of them, and so has Captain. But you sure can't stream them. And so that's why there's this. Oh, he's getting me. Alright, so there's a key. So there's 2 keys, and I'm not clear on how this works. Maybe it's 2 keys because you better hope you open a door where there's going to be another key. Again, reminding me a little of Gauntlet, you know. Do I want to open this door? I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need to search the outskirts of these buildings so that I know there's something in there worth getting before I open it. Because once you get in there behind the door, there's going to be other doors. My 2 favorite games to play on there were Spy Hunter and Movie Monster. I liked my RPGs that I played on there. I played the original 2nd edition D&D games and Bard's Tale a lot. But 720 was really good on there. I remember playing that. I remember playing Arkanoid. There were some good games. Let's go in here. That thing just took a chunk of power away. Now there's spikes in the ground. You got to be careful not to step on those. And see, look, it's already wanting me to use another key. Oh, but I've chosen wisely because here's, 5 keys. Look at that. So we're off to a great start. Oh, and Telengard. I did not play that one. Heard of it. Hadn't played it. Okay, I'm out of Ninja Stars now, so now I'm kicking. Yeah, I know that's not like me at all, is it? But yeah, the AD&D 2nd edition games are so great. And of course, that's the edition we play. So you're basically just stepping out of the book and onto the screen at that point. It's so great. There's Ninja Stars in that door. I'm almost just instantly gravitating toward that door. Or a way to get in there. I didn't see one, though. How do I get in there? Wagaga! Kakuka! You get off of me. Alright, there's no entry from right here, so it must be somewhere else. That's interesting, JR. I suppose you could do that, though. I wasn't that savvy as a youngin', but... What is that thing? It's like a wolf man. What's up, M? M is in the house. I am pretty good. As far as how I am, I'm pretty good. Having what I want done on some C64, so it can't be all bad. But in having that done that I want done, there's a certain level of mystery to it. Because again, these games we're looking at tonight are not ones that I necessarily know about. We should all learn something from a stream, right? See something we haven't seen. And this is definitely a game I've never seen before. Before we go burn up all our keys, let's... I'm pretty sure this is where we saw the stars. In this building, yeah. I'm guessing those suns are your power meter. That's all I can figure. The combat really isn't great on this. I mean, unless you have a projectile you can throw, but I guess that's the point. If you're stuck with only punches and kicks, you're going to be taking hits, and it's going to suck. Oh, I'm getting tore up. Alright, so we're going to go up through here. Oh my god, that did not work out well. Get up there. And get up there. And up there. I don't know if that's where I want to use my key. Is it? I hacked Oregon Trail and made the animals die. Hey! Tyler Mason has joined us. Welcome, Trident. Now, if I just had one more key, look what I've done. Now I can't get up there. So we gotta hope there's more keys in here somewhere. And if there's not, I don't know what we're gonna do. Ninja fighting skills. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ninja fighting skills. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I got them ninja fighting skills. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, so somehow I have squandered 7 keys and have just nothing to show for it here. Ooh. Oh my god, he wants to do anything but kick that thing, doesn't he? There's a key. And we don't know how many keys. It's a random pickup, it seems like, so... Uh-oh. Donation hype. Oh, I'm getting tore up. Whoever that was that just donated, thank you very much. I didn't see the notification on screen. Probably from where I was monkeying around with the settings the other night. Oh, but I can't get in there because I don't have a key. Ice, did you see who that was? There's the stars. We wanted the stars. That's what we came here for. But yeah, donations are definitely appreciated. It's just going toward the Emceemur show. Better production, better stuff, all the time. Bringing you only the finest. The notifications might not have popped up. It depends on what I had on the setup there. It may have been underneath a window capture or God knows what. OBS can be so temperamental sometimes. I'll check it in just a minute here after my ninja stops getting beaten down. We had some real issues with the stream last week. Weather, internet, you name it. Just everything was going wrong. But that happens sometimes. But I think we've got it straightened out now. We don't have any keys. There's nowhere we can go in this dungeon. Our ninja's in trouble. He's not having what he wants done. Okay, come on, Ninja. We're never going to find the scrolls at this rate. Oh, my ninja blew up. I'm sitting here trying to look at the chat. Your quest for the scrolls has ended in failure. Quan will suffer eternal inferno. Oh, it was Nick that donated. Nick, you're all right, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, my ninja exploded. Yeet the ninja. But hey, we're going to look at a few different games tonight. So that's one of them. I think that game's very playable. And it's normal. And that's what we're looking for here, is playability. So many games back then just weren't that great, you know. But there were a lot of great games on Commodore 64, and they were all very playable. Atari suffered from a lot of lack of playability in a lot of games. Not the classics we know and love, but you get off the beaten path, there were some real turds. But we're taking a look at some of the best that this thing has to offer tonight. Yeah, Nick, don't mention it, man. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. Thank you for being the best part of the Emceemur show. Again, all donations just go to macking out the setup here, making sure that I'm bringing you the best in quality entertainment each and every week. I thought this Creatures game was okay. We can look at it real quick. Canadian Retro has joined us. Welcome, CR. If you get a chance to play it, check out Law of the West. I have not played that game. Didn't have it back then, and I don't believe it's on here. But I need a full game list of what's on the American version, because, again, it is different. I had to have this one for Temple of Apshai Trilogy. I realized that was the only game that we really looked at when we looked at this thing originally after the unboxing. Which is fine, but then again, is it? There's so much on here. We need to make sure that we understand that this thing's delivering some serious heat for the price point. And what's more is these are not games that you've played, a lot of them. You know, this is unique. Everybody's all about their retro and about their vintage games and stuff. Get you some of this, man. Get you something you ain't seen before. You played Mario, you played Zelda, man. How much more of that you really need to see? You're always going to want to go back and see it again. But, you know, you want to sample something new? Get you some Commodore in your life. I know it's not a very common thing. And then again, it was. I mean, it was a very good selling computer, but I guess as far as on this platform, I don't see a lot of that kind of action going on. Jeff Bailey is on the scene. Welcome, JB, bringing that great content. Brian's Man Cave does some C64 stuff. Some Amiga, some Atari. He's keeping it real. I've told you all to check him out before. He's a good dude. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing common stuff. I'm just saying there's other things out there, and it's fun to educate yourself on those things. I'm in that mode right now. You know, there are certain computers, certain platforms that I did not have access to back in the day, and it's kind of neat to get a look at some of that. Now, I played a lot of Commodore back in the day, but I'm trying to expand my horizons here. We may get a Turbo Duo this year. There's just we're going to expand into some things that I either haven't seen in over 20 years or I've just never seen before. I want to expand my retro computing. I need an Amiga. I need some stuff I didn't already have. How many hits does this dude take? You're out, dude. You're out. You've been finished. You are no longer alive. With my Pi, I'm playing stuff I never played. Yeah, sample the flavor, man. Sample that flavor. That looks like something I want to pick up. And it is. Stop eBay. Well, this thing's not going away quickly. Play BC Quest for Tires 2. Is that a thing? And Beam Rider. I think I played Beam Rider. It seemed like we did a gameplay stream on here. But when I look back, all we had done was play Temple of Apshai, which again, down with that. Please don't start me at the beginning. I'll give you anything. Oh my god. It's one of those games. Not what I want done. Oh my god. This thing's weapon is absolutely useless. It's like the fireball, holy water crap, and ghouls and ghosts. I just don't. I'm coming through. I'm coming through. How many hits can you take, dude? If I can die in 2 hits, then you gotta go down. While it may not be my game, it's one of those games. It's like if your grandma got you this for your birthday and it's all you're getting that year, well then it's all you're getting that year, and you better learn to like it and you better learn to play it. So yeet this game. Walrunka. Good gravy in the morning. How many hits do these things take? This is inhumane. Yeet. ICP. This is rough, dude. This is so rough because your character sucks. His shots suck. And, you know, I'm just getting beaten down. Creatures. Clyde Radcliffe exterminates all the unfriendly, repulsive, earth-ridden slime. Well, he was up all night thinking about that, wasn't he? Okay, so no problem. We've got other fish to fry, though. Let's see here. Next on the list. I think I passed it. I did. Nebulous, or as we knew it, Tower Toppler. Or Castilian, or whatever, if you played it on Game Boy, or if you played it on NES. You know, I can't remember where I played this the most, but I want to say it was the Commodore 64. I remember this version in particular. And it's such a great game. And I suck at it so bad, and it'll make you madder than a wet hen. But it's so good. Yeet, Tower Toppler. I jumped. Now I'm going to have to go back through all the versions of this and make sure this was the version I played, but I'm almost 100 that it was. But it wasn't Nebulous, of course, it was Tower Toppler. But again, this is the European C64. So of course it's Nebulous on here. You can stop that ball, but you can't break it. You can break the yellow ball. Good Lord Almighty. I'm getting tore back. Yeah, now let's talk about that ice. I'm sitting here getting all wrapped up in the gameplay and tunnel vision because I'm exhausted. Let's talk real talk on this right now. This is impressive for its time. It's got that 3D illusion going there. And again, I remember this version, so I'm pretty sure this was what I played. I played so many different old school computers back in the day. IBM's, my Atari ST, and I know it wasn't on that. This game was supposedly in development for Atari ST, and it got canned. And that's just like, you know, That's just like an ST game. The ST didn't get any love because nobody bought it except musicians that wanted a MIDI interface or whatever. For a computer to have that and a VGA monitor, you know, stock right out of the box was unheard of back then. Atari was so ahead of its time with that computer in so many ways. Oh my God, you can't get up there because he can't stay on the stair. Wah, 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 wah. Let's go. I've not given up. I remember getting up. Why am I on the leaderboard? I'm terrible. So many different towers. I mean, is he a lizard? Is he a frog? What is he? He's a Nebulous. Oh, you gotta time this just right. There we go. Oh, good gravy in the morning. Nothing better than getting home from work and having Emceemur live streaming. Rad dude, that's what's up. Except maybe one of those fantastic receipt videos. Hint, hint. Now, that's good that you bring that up, because that's coming. That's not over by any means. It just isn't. We're going to be back to 90s prices second season, season 2, starting next month, which we're almost there. So I've really just got my feet wet with a lot of seasons here lately, and finding time to produce them all is proving to be tough. But it's got to be done. No, that couldn't have hit me. Yeah, I was really having fun with those, and they're going to keep going. Like I said, we've got enough. Oh, the time limit. Yeah, there's a time limit on top of that. So, man. Mega difficult. But yeah, I was really enjoying the 90s prices, and we got enough receipts to continue on with it, and it will span into a very interesting point of time to where eventually we're not even in the 90s anymore. But around Y2K was an interesting part too, because of what the market did around that time for these retro games that everybody's paying bukus of bucks for. Now you're going to see some interesting stuff that happened in the market then. Woo! Woo! God, this thing's tough. You can't hate this, though. It's too good. Yeah, I don't know, I was just crazy about receipts, man. Back in the day, I kept everything. I was just kind of weird like that. Chris Duncan has joined us. I had Commodore 128. You're one up on me, man. I've never even seen one in the wild. I would so like to own one. Raid over Moscow seemed so advanced compared to other games at the time. You know, it's amazing, too, because you think about the fact that this is just a Commodore 64. I mean, that's not a lot of beef under the hood. But it was doing so much with so little. That didn't touch me. My dad got a C64 guy, must have been black C64 private floppies. Got to make us. Now that's interesting you say that, CR. When we bought our Commodore, dude had one of them see-through like Lexan boxes full of floppies, and there were some pirated programs in there too. I don't know where he got them from, but yeah, not all the games I had were official, but all the ones I bought for it after the fact, obviously, where we didn't know how to do anything like that. But yeah, that was pretty common. And then once we got into the days of bulletin board systems and Prodigy and all that, man, my buddy, he was getting all kind of games for his IBM off, I guess, what you can consider the internet. And seeing, you know, the dawn of online gameplay. We were playing a game online in the early 90s, and it's like, okay, so that fortress over there belongs to this guy, and you're about to raid it? I mean, that was just like, you couldn't conceive of something like that back then. That was so advanced. No! floppy disk hype. And I mean big old black floppy disks, the freaking ones that were like the size of a record. They were ridiculous looking. Like, how is there a game on this? Come on, come on. No, 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 no. I gotta be faster than that. I'm reading chat and playing Tower Toppler, and it's not working for me. I have the Atari 400, and we will take a look at some of the games on that in our Vintage Computing series. But I would like to have an 800. I would. Oh, look at this. Look at this. No, look at that. Look how we're getting. Look how they're doing us. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh God. Just let it hit me, because you know it's coming. We were almost at the top, dadgummit. Alright, well, we've got too much to see here to watch me suck on this that long. We're trying to keep this fresh, and I suck at that game, so. Pitstop looks pretty cool, and that's always one that people have talked about, but I'll admit it's an Epix game that I've never played, and I love Epix games, so let's try it out. Or just press return. Yeah, that sounds good. Or do I need to put in the virtual keyboard? There we go. A Timex Sinclair. Oh, we got to back out of the virtual keyboard. Okay. How much do these 64 minis go for? I've seen them as low as 50. I paid about 80 for mine, though. I had to import it at the time because they weren't released in the States yet. Intrigue Gaming has joined us saying, man, I've been on the fence about picking up one of these C64 minis. The important thing to realize is that the American version of this has a different set list than the European one. I don't know that the American one has Temple of Apshai Trilogy on it, which was something I absolutely had to have. Apshai, Dungeon Quest, those games are some of my absolute favorites. They were the godfather of role-playing. And while I can play them on my ST, I can't stream them on there. While we'll take a look at them on the ST in our Vintage Computing series, again, I can't stream them on there. This, you can stream it. Because it's HD ready. So, I'm almost leaning toward the European version more so than the American version. Had one with 500 bootleg games. That's killer. There were a lot of games on the Commodore. You name it. And while the Commodore was widely marketed as like the home computer, you know, it had Dad in his stuffy early 80s, late 70s clothes in his wood grain living room doing his taxes on the screen, and the kids are all like this, like, come on, dude, that ain't what we want it for. But, you know, like, yeah, you could do your budgeting. And it's like, oh, come on, no, you can't. This is a game system. Well, this guy's not going to let me pass, is he? I want the one that's coming with a working keyboard and 3 USB slots. Yeah. Okay, I'd like that too. I thought I heard something to that effect, and that, or if not that, at least the US version was moddable as far as putting more games on it. I think it was Metal Jesus that talked about that. I don't remember. The C64 needed wood. Everything needed wood grain back in the day. Your Dodge Caravan, your Atari, everything. The track looks like a music note. It actually does. Didn't see that at first. Made me look. I assume Impossible Mission is on. I think Impossible Mission 1 and 2 might be on here. It says coming soon on their website. That's good intel, Nick. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I assume I could plug a USB keyboard in here and use it. But I kind of collect these things, and you know that Plug and Play Madness is still alive and well on the Emceemur show, so if they put one out and it's not too expensive, I will probably bite, and we'll probably unbox it and take a look at it right here on the Emceemur show, something that you know that we do a lot of. Alright, well, you know, I get the gist of it. That doesn't feel bad. Not the best racing game I've ever played, but nothing wrong with it, so it's on here. Let's see. Yeah, Impossible Mission 2 and Impossible Mission 1. Now, this game was kind of interesting to me. Fire Lord. Yeet Fire Lord. Does this have Double Dragon? No, it does not have Double Dragon. Maybe that's a licensing issue. I don't know. But you really got to know what the items and objects are in this game, and I don't. But we're going to look at it anyway. The music I like a lot. Does not play Fortnite, no. The Cursed Kingdom. So at first you have no weapon. And there's magic you can pick up that you can shoot people with. But, you know, I don't know what any of this is or what it means if it's a different color. What did I just get? A sack of flour? Oh, getting skint back. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You know, tonight's stream was almost Crisis 3, believe it or not. You can believe that or not. Has to do with a new series that, well, not in a... We've featured Crisis 3 before on a very old series that nobody really ended up watching. It was my Forgotten Shooters series. Give me some bread. Alright. So here's the Witch's Cottage, right? We go in here. But Crisis 3 pertains to another series we'll be starting real soon. So this witch wants to trade things. And we have, I guess, this. And we're going to put it on a pentagram and sacrifice it to the devil or something. And she's a tree for some reason. I don't know what. What? What? Oh, I took something. Look at this. I thought we were trading. I thought we had a deal. Well, I'm going to say I'm innocent. Oh, you got to win a mini game here. Oh, I've been sentenced to death. Oh, and it gets faster. How cool is that? Oh, I'm sentenced to death. Alright, now, lady, I wanted to trade you this. Okay, so I got to do that. And let's say I want a broom for my trouble. So what do I do with that? Do I get to sweep now? Thank you. Okay, so now I have a projectile. I can shoot my enemies with this magic fire, I guess it is. But I hate how the enemies spawn. They're just right on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I like that this is kind of a... No! And stop! At a whammy! Rest in peace, Peter Tamarkin. But, yeah, this is none of those games, thanks, Grandma, but oh my god. Okay, so I'm through the fire now. Into the fire. Alright, thank you. It reminds me a little of Ardok the Barbarian in that you're just going around to all these different areas or rooms areas. and you're picking up all these things, and you have no idea what they do. You have no idea why you're going where you're going, and I guess if you eventually did know, it would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, maybe you just keep... It's an early curling game. Maybe you just keep walking into the fire. I don't know. Okay, so is this another room over here? No, it is not, and I'm dead. All right, so my feudal rating is a peasant. My feudal raising is a pedant. My adventure score is a huge 2%. And I'm also known as who I want done. Yeet Gribbly's day out. Gribbly doesn't look like he should have a day out. This has some really great shooters on it. Where is it? I went too far. This game right here is really cool. Again, this is uncharted territory for me. I just haven't messed with a lot of these. I mean, look how good this looks. And you can argue that by this point in time, it should look that good anyway, but... Yeah, I gotta have a manual. And to be fair, there's PDFs for the manuals online. If I wasn't streaming, I could get on there and find out what the broccoli and the badge and the broom from the witch and all that does. I did say, I will say the coolest part of that game was when I got put on trial to die. That was cool. And then you had to play a mini game to see if you could be found innocent. Now, obviously, I had to plead innocent because I didn't know what the controls were. Not fair. I'm new. But I guess that's no excuse for breaking the law, is it? I was sentenced to death by the evil witch. What gods do you pray to? Crom does not listen to prayers, and his religion comes with no benefit. This is kind of like an early R-Type, yes. And California Games was fun, Chris. That's a game that I love anywhere that you can play it. Played the NES version the most, but yeah, California Games was off the hook. Now look, if you hold the button, they do a series of these heavy-duty beam shots, and then you die. So that's kind of cool, but you know, not a bad-looking game there at all. Again, this stream's almost going to end up being like a commercial for this thing. I mean, I don't make anything if I sell you one, but it's just so freaking great. I had trouble with California Games on this, I guess because of the keyboard not doing what I needed it to do. Where did it go? Compete in one event. Let's go ahead and get our keyboard up. Ocean Pacific, of course. I don't see Santa Cruz skateboards on there, but we'll go with that. That's fine. So, see, it makes you have a player too. And we obviously don't have that. Duke and Kook. Oh, we're not going to have 3 players? Are you kidding me? Alright, come on. Back it up now. Oh, yeah, you can just go to that, and then, yes, that's correct. Of course, we love the foot bag. I kind of like the flying disc, too, though. The flying disc. It came with its original low time. Dude, you could go eat dinner, and it still wouldn't be ready to play. I love the music. Oh, come on. That wasn't what I wanted done. That also wasn't what I wanted done. Well, it's not really marking... Maybe I gotta do it with the joystick. I'm not familiar with the controls on this. Obviously. Jake Wheely has joined us. That takes me way back. I remember my cousin had the original game. That Wizard game became frustrated sometimes, but I played it too much anyway. Forgot the name of it. Was it the Fire Lord one? And yes, Captain Retro will be going live when we go off air, so we'll send him. Oh, look at that! I got it to go. We'll send you guys over Captain Retro's way. In fact, Captain, you ought to go live before this is over, and y'all can just go raid Captain right out of here and go check out some of the pinball action. Captain's got some great new machines over there in his lair. Yeet, Duke, and Kook. They did not have what they wanted done. Look at Duke. He's getting the OP trophy. Let's just practice an event. Can we do that? How great was the BMX? That is an idea, Captain. And yes, I think this did come with its original load times. Oh God, what do you hit the jump? Tabletop! Whoop! Oh, I didn't do that. Hating life. This is so great. Need training wheels? They got a doggy a little bit. The roller skating on this wasn't without its charm either. Who put all this stuff all over the track? Why is there a tree stump growing out of your BMX track? You ate it. You really goofed. Play Time Pilot if it's on here. I don't think it is, but we'll look. It's Epic's Games. That it is. Tabletop. Whoa, dude. I didn't land it. You have selected no. Would you like to... You have selected no. And of course you had to love the hacky sack. I vote for Movie Monster if it's on there. We'll check it out. Oh my God, sir. Oh, you gotta hit the bird. This guy is terrible at the foot bag. All right, here we go. Oh, you're out. Sir, you are eliminated. We'll look for those. So that's a no on Movie Monster, and then going into the T's, which we are anyway. Yeah, not much going on there. Trailblazer. And that's it. For those of you that did not see the original stream, play Castlevania. Temple of Apshai Trilogy. One of the best right here. Take your D&D numbers and punch them right in. You can enter your character. Now, I'm not going to do that. We're going to roll one up. But that's what this was designed around. You got to have the virtual keyboard for this. We're going to create a character at random. Alright, so we're pretty weak, but we have a good amount of silver. I think you did see Street Sports in the list. Poopy the Warrior. Alright, so Poopy is our warrior. And he's going to purchase a fine weapon. He definitely can't hold anything bigger than a broadsword, unfortunately. He can't even hold that. He's so weak. He's going with a short sword. He's like Durand the Innkeeper. All right, we're gonna lowball him. We're gonna say 12 silver, and we're done. We're gonna purchase a shield. I don't know if he can hold a large shield. He may not be strong enough. No, he can. We'll offer 13, and boom. And man up, Poopy. I hope he does. We need to purchase some armor, and this is the make or break right here. I've been killed so many times because I did not have good armor. We're going to try to get a suit of ring mail, which should still leave enough left over to get a few essential things. Yeah, I'm thinking you're at 100. I'm going to say 85. 98? Nah, dude. We're going to say 90. Done. He accepted 90. That's key because we're going to have to buy a bow. You and nearly new. 10 silver pieces is all I'm offering you. Armor is for weaklings, yeah, or wizards. In this case, we're a warrior. If they made a new one of these that was class-based, I mean, we need a current gen Apshai. It needs to return. Who Dares Wins was on there. Yep. He has to go out in a loincloth is what he has to do. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get healing salves because we know that's a necessity. 2 and arrows. We're going to go ahead and just spend the rest of our money on arrows. If I keep watching your channel, I'm going to end up buying all of these retro systems. Well, I think you'll have a good time with them if you do. I'm having a blast with them so far. And this is for the ease of streaming, though. See, I don't need this stuff. If you have all these original games, then play them. But if you don't, this is a really cool and easy way to get them and play them in HD. And, you know, in the case of content creators out there, if you want to stream these things, that's what you got to do. And, John, I hear you, man. It's been a rough day. So we will go into the Temple of Apshai. We'll go into level 2. And here we go. Let's get my Apshai command card up. And here we go. Yeet the dude. Gotta be careful not to take too many steps here. I am not too far away. And in we go. A vampire bat. Alright. What dude's a Scrooge? We got him. You dunkle a runk. Wadoo-badoo. Oh. This looks like a pain to play. It really wouldn't be if I had a keyboard for this thing. It would be a lot easier. Oh, we're got a no-hitter going here against the vampire bats. Oh, the sound effects are great. You think this is great? Wait till I show you this on the Atari ST. Okay, he has closed the distance on us. On the ST, it's just gorgeous. Oh, I missed. But he moved out a little bit. My shield blocked it. How many vampire bats are in here? Let's see. I don't think the descriptions... No interface inputs aside from the virtual keyboard. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm using the joystick for the fire button and everything for this, but yeah, this was intended to be played on a keyboard. And the descriptions to the rooms are in a book that I have that you can read in each room what it looks like, and it's like a dungeon master telling you what you're seeing. Okay, I really want that loot in the corner. How many bats are there? Oh, my bats! There cannot possibly be any more bats. For some reason, my counter's not working, so I don't know how many of you are in here right now. But if you are in here right now, I hope you've already dropped a like on the stream, and I hope that you are enjoying the vampire bat hype. We've got to make our way over to this treasure. How many of these things are there? Alright. And fire. Oh my god, the bats. And every movement counts as a turn. You see a room with nothing but 5,000 bats in that treasure. What do you do? I go home immediately. Oh god, shield hit. Thrust with your sword. Okay, there's like totally no more bats here right now. So we are going to heal. And again, with the salves, the equivalent of probably 2 more hit points. And now here comes a skeleton, who looks like he's squatting, taking a dump. And the skeleton is not about to rob me of seeing what's in that chest. Yeah, I hear you, Ice. Got it. There had to be at least 17 bats. I mean, that was ridiculous. I guess it makes sense they wouldn't be traveling alone, but... Varied booty. Well, that's got to be worth something, right? Alright, so now we can leave this room. Thank goodness. And see, that's the thing, is you can leave the dungeon at any time and go cash in your chips. In fact, it's better if you do that sometimes. You push too far, you're going to die. Oh, but yeah, there could be traps. We can search for one right now. It counts as an action. It says nothing. So maybe there's not one here, but... After you defeat the bats in an army of skeletons, what do you do? I play a different game. Alright, here we go. Okay. And you can listen to see if there's a monster in there. What is it? Query. So you have to hit Q. Because it couldn't be L for listen. Oh no, huge termite. There's a huge termite in the room. And the thing is there were no huge termites that I can recollect in the Atari version. Alright, he's closed in on me. We're going to thrust with our sword. Got him. Now, we knew that there wouldn't be only one termite, right? We knew that. Come on, get in range. He won't. Okay. Hey, you bet, Captain. Oh, we're hurting. 68 termites later. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Termites are gone. Junk. We got some junk. Now, we did get experience, though. And as you get experience, you may see some stats increase. And that's good. But doesn't make me feel a whole lot better. So right now, the smart thing to do would be to leave the dungeon. We're hurt. We have no way to heal. Junk hype. We're hurt. We have no way to heal. But we didn't come here. We didn't come here for that. You enter a room literally crawling with termites and a lone treasure chest. We did it. Yep, that happened here. Tell your friends. Ant-Man. Got him. The Ant-Men get tougher as you go on. Ant-Man ain't gonna stop this party. I came for the junk. Oh, come on. I'm saying we go left. A jelly. Slimes are an ever-growing danger in dungeons these days. We all know that. Got him. Come for the bats, stay for the treasure. I read the descriptions of each room in our original stream. I'm not going to put you through that now. But I got to tell you, you know, back in the early 80s, this is what was up, man. I'm not too far away. I got some more junk. I got some more junk. I predict junk. All right, we're not going to let that get us down. The jelly is delicious. Another huge termite. So we're going to turn left and fire an arrow, knowing it's... Oh, I got him in the face. You know he's not alone, right? If I only had some toast to go with it. We're going to do something crazy. We're going to take a step to the treasure. I could have hit him with my sword. I'm like literally dead right now if I can't hit him. And it's junk. All right, this is ball game. I either hit him with the sword or... No, he got me. Thou art slain. Now there's three things that can happen here. And Benedict the monk. It says Benedict on this one. Bendik in the Atari version, has found thee. That's the best that can happen. Because Bendik just wants a small donation to his chapel, and he'll resurrect you. There are other people that'll take your treasure. There's other people that'll take some of it, but not all of it. And there's the chance that you may have just been eaten completely and devoured by the monster, and it eats the soul as it exits the dying body. Yes, it says that in the manual. I can't tell you how cool it was reading that as a little kid. You're dead, permadeath. Time to make a new character. So let's return to the inn. Let's see what fortunes thou hast retrieved. You know what? The booty was worth 800 gold. And it doesn't look like Bendik actually asked for any of the money. Monk steals junk. Could happen. So with 800, man, we're looking really good. We can buy plate mail. We can buy better weapons. So, I mean, that's not bad. But that's an example of what Apshai can do for you. That's pretty cool. Let's look here at Cybernoid. Cybernoid is a cool one. You've probably played this on NES, but we'll play this version. While we still got a little bit of time left. Here we go. Woo! Oh, that's right. You wanted Street Sports. I'll do that one next. We'll do one more. I blew up. You can't kill those. This is known for being an incredibly tough game. It's also not one I spent a lot of time with, but it's a cool game. The music is pretty freaking awesome, I'll give you that. Better than my playing. I thought I was going to squeeze through there and thread the needle. Look at this! Look at this bullet hell action going on. Game over. Oh, I don't belong in the Cybernoid Hall of Fame. But you get 1 and 2 on there, so that's pretty cool. We're about out of time, but we will look at Street Sports Baseball. There we go. Apparently they had a whole series of those. That's like their real sports. Wow. I like the parking lot. Let's play there. We want to play against the computer. I guess random. I mean, we'll take whoever you give us. We just want to see the game. Never played this one, I can tell you that. Look at this. Oh, I think I hit that. Well, come on. If that didn't hit it, what does? My aunt had football and basketball. Well, I hope it has better hit detection than baseball. Okay, I might have missed that one, but I'm trying to figure out what it wants here. Bawiff. Bawiff. I guess we need to hit it really early because you sure don't want to hit it late. Can anyone tell me what actually hits it here? Okay, that hit, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you on that. I mean, it looks good. It looks better than a lot of baseball games I've played. But you can't hit the ball. Is that an alien? Mr. TW, and yes, they are hitting off of manholes. Oh, I see this on the... Oh, okay, you look at that and you'll hit better. I'm not even looking at this. So this is what's really up and this isn't? Just you, dude. You and me, I reckon. We're about at the end of this here, but you're in time to see some Street Smarts. Street Smart Super Ball. I hit him with the ball. This isn't bad, man. If you can figure out the rhythm here, I think this would be a fun game to play. Grandma got you this, it wouldn't be bad. What was so abysmal about the Commodore 64 was the loading times. Ooh, caught her. So, if this was all you got after 2 hours of loading, you may not be thrilled. And, you know, we had Nintendos and Sega Master Systems at this point that a lot of these came out, so... Alright, tags are out. That's playable. That's decent. Nick, we're glad. Nick hype. Nick's still here. They gotta have some hype for that. That's awesome. Alright, throw it back. To the pitcher, please. Where's the pitcher? Okay. Where'd the pitcher go? Linda, a.k.a. the Gamer Girl, is here. Welcome, LTGG. You are catching the tail end of our Commodore 64 mini stream here. Oh, I didn't hit him. I was painting the corner. Painting the corner. Yeah, I'll put the link in to Captain's stream before we conclude here, and I'll let y'all go raid him. We're about done here, because obviously I am not a pro at this. But this is not a bad game. I've seen much worse. Come on, gal. We're going to need you to get the ball. Throw it home. Throw it home. Throw it home. To third. This isn't bad. Well, guys, you know what? We've taken a nice look at the C64 Mini. More of what it has to offer. And I think it's a lot, man. We haven't even looked at all the games on here. And we've just seen so much that I would like to go back and take a look at. Stuff I hope you're going to want to go back and take a look at too. I hope you're going to share this video with a friend. You're going to drop a like on this video. I hope if you have not already done so that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show. Be a part of our nation, rising up all the fantastic things that we got going on right here at the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you are always the first to know when new content goes live. You know that I love sharing it with you. You know that I love making it for you. Fantastic stuff. Let's look here and get us a link for Captain's stream that he's got going on.
The greatest ball.
Oh, you hear him?
Skill shot gives us 10 so we got 3 other.
And then we'll go over here. We are live right now.
I use QuickBooks Self-Employed.
Oh, no you don't. No, you don't. I'm going to put the link in there for Captain. It was fun, and thanks for the donation, Nick. Thanks for everybody that came out tonight and watched. Thanks for everybody that dropped a like on the video. You guys are fantastic. You know that I enjoy doing this stuff with you. New uploads coming this week for sure. We got a few new little units we got to take a look at that I'm going to be reviewing. We're going to be taking a look at some, new episodes on the Vintage Computer series. We got that coming up real soon. And we got the 90s prices coming back too. And both of those series will involve collabs with other great content creators in our network that you guys watch. So big surprises and cool stuff coming on that. Can't wait to show it to you. Just great things coming. So glad to be a part of this network. Glad to be doing great things on this platform, and glad that each and every one of you are here each week to share it with me. Emceemur signing off for TNL this week, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.